Yeah, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Foundry Virtual Tabletop, or Foundry VTT from the ground up. Hold on a sec. And in our last episode, we were working on this map. Now, it was brought to my attention. I'm just trying to find the name really quick. Hold on. From a couple people that did mention some other ways, like when we do where we make the screen really big and then we do the screenshot, we do decrease the resolution, or not the resolution, but the clarity or the sharpness of the image, but we get a bigger image to do the stuff with. It was brought to my attention that we can also do using not in Photoshop, in Adobe Acrobat, there's actually the option to just select that image and then copy to the clipboard. And well, I guess you could always do that. Use the pointer tool, you copy it to the clipboard, go into your favorite art program, Photoshop, MS Paint, or whatever, and then you can paste it there. That's what and that worked great. It actually was able to keep it fairly nice and keep the resolution or the clarity nice on it. Hold on, I'm still just looking for the. Is it this one? Oh. And then one other thing is that 079 has been released. So another version of Foundry Virtual Tabletop. There's not lots and lots of features. I will go over them really quick as far as what has changed. Some of these, maybe they are things that you have been waiting for, but for me, not as much. None of these really were things like, oh, that's a game changer for me. I love it. And then once we're done with that, we're gonna do the final thing that I wanted to do on this, and we're going to do the what's it called, the story awards, I think. Yes, the stories awards section, where it has the items that your players get throughout the thing and has the information for that. And that I wanted to see if you're able to link from the compendium or whatever, the actual item link into it. So that's going to be interesting to see if we can do. So first off, let's talk about who made the comments, which is right here. Foundry Virtual Tabletop comments. Hold on. And these comments didn't necessarily come in the last version of our thing. In fact, well, this one did actually. So they did say it's Craig Gordon. Said you can use the pointer tool in Reader and select the image and copy it and then paste it in MS Paint or GIMP, and that will actually keep the original resolution or the clarity level that is in the PDF and bring it out. Like I said, I just wanted it a bigger one, and that's why I made Adobe Acrobat as big as I could and pulled up the thing so that I would have then all I'm doing is shrinking it, which kind of seems to improve clarity, but it really doesn't. So they were talking about that. Who else was it? I thought there was another person here. That might have been in Discord, actually. Let me check real quick. I think that was Hippie Craig, which is probably the same person. Yeah, actually, they did say they did some work on other VTTs, converting maps, and the ones from Wizards of the Coast always seem to be kind of messed up in the PDF. So that's where the map align tool comes in, which is extremely handy. So now let's move on and talk about the new features of 079. So one of the things, it says improve the way that status icons are tiled on each token and adapt to the grid dimensions to the size of the token itself. The place tile workflow has been updated so that it will snap. Let's see, is there any other? Right clicking the display HUD for token or other placeable object which is not currently controlled now releases other currently controlled tokens unless shift is held. I don't know. You probably don't want me to read through this. Lots of bug fixes with lighting, vision, and canvas, active effects and tokens, dice rolling, and then of course there are other fixes. You can always go check it out if you go to foundryvtt.com/releases /0.7.9. I will. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, if you go to that website, you'll actually be able to get the full release and information. I'm not going to go into great detail of it. So now on to what I wanted to point out here. So we're not part 1, part 2, or anything like that. I'm just going to stick this into just the main area, and then we'll move it later on. So if we do create an entry, we're going to call this Story Awards. Control C, Control V. We're not going to put it in a folder. It's just going to be all by itself. Sorry, now I got kind of runny nose. And let's see. I got to grab it. I think that's what I needed. And let's just grab. Oh, I didn't format this one real quick. Hold on. There we go. So here's the story awards section. Let's grab down here. Do a control cut. Get rid of this. And we'll paste it in here. Nope, not a link, just paste. Alright, so, oh, I don't have up that either. Hold on just a sec. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Thought I had this up in the background, but apparently I don't. Alright, so that was, we need to just go up a little bit here. Alright, so this is the story awards. Let's go do what we usually do and just get rid of these extra weird pieces. And I'm not sure if the, come on, keep scrolling. Is this it? Story awards. Okay, here we go. So it's showing two things here. We have the characters have the opportunity. So this Savior Parnast is 1. So you're always welcome. In Parnas while in town. You do not spend any gold on food or lodging. Lifestyle must still be paid for any downtime spent. So that's a pretty cool thing right there. Then we have this one right here, the Giant Horde Breaker. And I thought this had more information on that. So let's go ahead. We're going to hit enter here just so it looks a little nicer. Maybe a second carriage return there. And do that. Let's see. It looks like it goes all the way to the word disadvantage. So that's there. And then we have the player handout. Actually, I guess this would actually be its own thing. I thought it was part of that, which is a wondrous item. And this is the part I actually was curious about. But now that I know it's for sure from the Dungeon Master's Guide, we might have to create it. But I do want to test something real quick. So let's say, for example, we are getting an item from here. Let's just go under items, items right here. And let's say we are getting, I don't know, we'll just scroll down a little bit. That looks, broom of flying, sure. So if we grab this, can we just drag that in there? And then if we save it, it does. Okay, so that's what I was curious, is if you could actually link things. Now, we don't have the Dungeon Master's Guide, so I can't actually do this part. But if I go, just to finish our formatting of this, your intellect, where was that one? Oh, that's the headband. So this is the next thing, and that's what I want to do. So that is cool. I wasn't sure if it would actually automatically convert that, and it looks like if you want to add your own thing, or if you know what it's called, it looks like right here, oh, I have to edit. This is the format of the thing. So it's the compendium D&D 5e items, and then there's its probably ID, and there's the name that it's going to do. So if I said flying 2, let's see if that does that. Yeah, so that's just this first part. Looks like we go back to edit. This first part is where the item actually is, and then this inside the little brackets is going to be the name to display, but is not actually linked to the item. So that's one thing I was curious about. So if I did have the Dungeon Master's Guide compendium, which really doesn't exist because they don't have licensing or anything for that, you can actually do that, and you can do that with all these things. That's interesting, and I'm glad we found that out. So if we were to create this, let's try and do that real quick, since I do have access to the Dungeon Master's Guide, and I can look it up. And we'll just try and create an item that is that. We'll put it in our own compendium. So D&D Beyond. By the way, the D&D Beyond plugin that I use, the is it DM Assets? Is that what it was called? I can't remember what it's called. Is currently VTT Assets. That's what it's called. Is currently in a broken state. So if we go under items, where's magic items? I'm pretty sure that would be a magic item. Oh, but it's a wondrous item. That might still be in here. Let's go look that up real quick. So it's called HEADBAND, headband, and hopefully that'll find it. Headband of Intellect. There we go. So if I go into D&D Beyond, here you can see I actually have it. There's a nice image with it. So we can actually create an item. Now, did the items have... no. Do I have any of these that I'm working on? That's the mobs. I'm going to close that real quick. I'm going to create one called Parnas Under Siege. Can I not? I can't click that. Can I click it here? I want to be lazy and just highlight that and drag and drop, but I'm not going to be able to. All right, so let's create a compendium. We will call this an item compendium, and let's do PARNASTUN under SIEGE, and we'll call items. And there's only one or two that we would have in here. Probably, actually no, this is also not an item. So this is the only real item right here. So let's go ahead and go into our item, Partners Under Siege items. And we needed to go, is it considered an actor? Now I'm totally drawing a blank. Where did it, oh, there it is, create item. All right, so now we have our item. We will call it the Headband of Intellect. Control C, Control V, and it is a, is there one that says magic items? Equipment. I'm going to put it under equipment. And create. There we go. And then let's also grab our compendium just so we have it. All right, so the Headband of Intellect. It doesn't look like it actually does anything to your armor. It's just a headwear. So it's, can we change that? Clothing, shield, trinket, magical bonus armor. It's not armor. I'm going to call it a trinket. Maybe it won't actually have anything. No attunement is required, so we can leave that. There's no proficiency. We'll leave it identified. Armor class is 0, I'm assuming. Required strength is 0. Equipment usage. Activation cost is nothing. Activation type. Let's see if that has anything of interest. Ability check. I can't see below that. Can I move this thing? There we go. Utility maybe under other. Ability modifier is none. I'm just gonna leave it none. Effects doesn't have a temper. Well, actually it does. Your intelligence increases to 19. So passive effect maybe. And edit the effect. I don't care about aura, that's fine. Color. Duration is while wearing, so I don't think we care about that. Don't care about that. Effect. So attribute key, I don't know what that would be. Change effect value. This doesn't seem to be what I'm thinking it is. Temporary. Inactive. Rarity, it's... Oh, actually it does require attunement. Attunement required. So I'm thinking, as far as this thing goes, it's pretty much... It's just pretty much this information right here. Whoops. Control V. This I hate it when it does that. Control X. Let's see. Copy. Let's go into Notepad. Control X from there. That should have removed all formatting from it. There we go. So basically all this does is increase your intelligence to 19. That's it. Source is, it says it's in the basic rules, page 173. I don't know what's right. PASICRULES, PG 173. And it doesn't really say wondrous. It's uncommon, so its rarity is uncommon. UNCOMMON. Of course, I misspell stuff. And trinket, I can't change that. Doesn't show a price or a weight. Now it does have a picture, so I imagine we should be able to come into here and maybe go down. What's under sheet? Just default sheet, nothing. If we go here, we can insert a picture. Although I don't have, I could screenshot it and then cut and paste. But yeah, we could, I guess we could just put the picture in there. So that's kind of cool. So now that we have that, we can go back here. We can add that to here. That means we should be able to delete this one if we don't want it anymore, right? Because it's now in our thing here. Then from here, we could actually bring that down here, except we have to be in edit. Bring that down here like so. And save entry. Actually, I guess the image would be right here. And there we go. Oh, I did put it before. Whoops. I didn't see it go in up there. That's not too bad. And I actually would probably put the headband of intellect part up there or right here. Can you move that? Like, I guess you could because it's just text. So we could just hit Control X and then maybe do this and hit Control V. And we're at 22 minutes. I was gonna go stick in the image just so it looked nicer. Let's just go do it. It'll only take a few minutes. So I'm gonna go screenshot real quick this guy right here. Do a save. And we'll just call this the headband of intellect. Okay. And then if I go and put this in our folder, so if I hit Control cut that, go into TAS, Desk Documents, Foundry VTT, Data, Worlds, DDAL 5-16, Assets, and this is just an image. Put it in here. And there we go. So now if we go in, actually we should be able to just click that, right? Yeah. Beautiful mesh. Wait, which? I don't think we're in the right area. Let's go back out. Worlds, DDAL, Assets, Images, Headband of Intellect. That didn't change anything. However, let's try and put it here as well, because I'm kind of curious how that one worked. Oh, so this needs a source, and it will have an image and height. 337 by 360. 337, 360. And we decided that this starts from, let me just grab here, from data. So it would probably be this. Control C, Control V. That's a backslash. Oh, actually, we need to switch these to backslashes. Like so, and like so. And then the actual one. Control A here, okay, Control C. like that. Let's see if that does anything. There we go. Look at that. That worked. So now, say save. Where's the save? Why is it cut right there? That's kind of weird. Close it. Headband of intellect. Why didn't it work here? Oh, I didn't. Did I not select it? No. Images. Headband of intellect. Select file. E16. Images. Maybe if I double click it? Oh, no, that's to upload. Control C. There's nothing else. I'm not exactly sure why that one's not working, but we do get it here, so that's good enough. And we can actually see it right there. All right, guys. Well, we're at 26 minutes. I think this was a pretty good episode. We did get, I mean, we've kind of gone over all the types of formatting, which is what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go step by step by step through this entire thing, creating it. I will probably try and create the rest of it if you guys are interested, because this was a free module. There's probably no problem with me making my work available to you. So let me know if you're interested in it, and maybe I can give you what I got. And if you do the same thing and you want to show me what you got, maybe we can figure out a way that you can get it to me so I can check out yours. But I think that will do. And we're kind of done with this. I'm going to be trying to research some other stuff to see what to make a good episode on. So it might not be next week that we have an episode of this, or if you guys have ideas on what you would like to see or things for me to look into, I would be more than happy to do that as well. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And let's grow this channel. Tell everyone you know about it. Have them check it out. If they like it, they can sub, and we'll just grow. That's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.